Hello, people, and welcome back. So, in this episode, let's have a peek at something else. I want to actually take a look at how we can get our aiming going again. Since I made these changes to the rotation of the head and where it is not strictly following the rotation, the body is following the rotation, then well, from outside here, it looks like it's okay, kind of, but as you may see here, it is screwed up in numerous ways. So what I'm actually wanting to do with this, I can see several problems with this because now I have a aim space which controls my this aiming up and down, and I also have a rotation now on the body itself. So now I have actually two things um, driving that motion. So as you see here, he's not doing the same bend forward as is here. He's way more bent down, and that doesn't really look good. So gotta make a decision here. So I'm actually gonna disable the rotation on the upper body for the when I'm in when I have a weapon equipped. So I thought long and hard about this, and I couldn't really come up with any better solution than just say, okay, all my rotation stuff with the upper body, to hell with it when I'm in aiming mode, and also I need to make sure that the gun keeps pointing forward. So that's kind of a trade-off, I guess. Actually, I kind of like the sway of the gun, the delay there is when I'm moving forward. But then again, this is not really very functional if I want to make, for example, some kind of action first-person shooter game, and you don't want to have all this delay going. So, well, let's get to it. Inside the, we need to check something inside the animation blueprint. Let's see, we have the animation graph, and we have all this stuff here. I think I remember I changed this, didn't I? Let us quickly make this into one big fat node, which will drive all these. And let's make that one a little bit bigger. And let's take this one also and have it drive the same one. So I think that is making it look kind of better. The reason why I go into this this screen is because I need to now make a decision not based on only the state of our movement, but also if I have a weapon equipped. So this is kind of painful, but I need to make changes to all this spaghetti. So here we go. Let's make the variable. It's gonna be called weapon equipped, and we're gonna feed something into that in a moment. But let's for now just say, okay, we need a different select for this. I was hoping there would be something like select float based on an integer. I don't know if there is. Nope. Only this one. So I don't know. I haven't really checked more, but I guess this is what we need to work with. So we need some more space for this. Okay, I need bigger screen also. Let's take this one and this one, and this one, and then this stuff here. Or actually all of this. Can I do that? Oh shit. Okay, then shift click, and shift click, and this a bit to the side. So we want to make space, whoops, for this guy and his friend. So, let's say we do not have a weapon, then we want to just use this one, the one that we already calculated using our movement state. But if we do have a weapon, then we want to use a different one. So connect this one up. And since the rotation of the upper body is going to be from the spine 3, 2, and 1, then we only want to have rotations on the head and the neck. So I'm just going to go for now with 0.6 here. Let's make these two. Connect this one up with the bottom one, and I don't want the, yeah, I actually do want this one. 0.3, gonna be the same. This one, I'm just gonna do it anyway. Maybe I don't need it to do it actually for this one. Was that right? It's right, yes. Okay, so this one, and this one, and here we want to, let's see, we want to zero out the rotation for this. This is the spine 3, yeah. So we don't want any rotation on that joint if we have a weapon equipped. That's the goal of this. So we need to move some of all this stuff again, and also this one. Don't really see how we can make this any prettier. It's not like a collapse on this part here, the anim graph. So we have to just live with all the spaghetti in here, I guess. So let's do these. Okay. So now we have that set, and we need to pick something. Just checking something. We need to set our what is I wanted to check something. Okay, because we need to know. Never mind. I'm gonna figure it out anyway. We need to figure out how to set this one, and we have a function for that from one of the previous tutorials, and I forgot where it is. What is this stuff? Why do I have two? Okay. Let's find equip. I know it's called something with equip weapon. There's a lot of equipped holster using event equip weapon. There we go. So when we update this, then we do a lot of stuff. Here we set some alpha with the, oh yeah, I remember now. So at the end of these, we need to set also set weapon equipped equal to true, and from this one it's gonna be a false. So let's test this out if we remembered everything. Okay, so now we have a better rotation on the weapon, and from the outside it still looks kind of okay. He bends in the neck. Well, the neck is really flexible, I see. But can't have everything, can we? Or maybe we can. We could actually add another criteria to this, saying if we are in third person, we want to make the, yeah, well, I won't go down that road. So what we need now is to make sure that we keep the gun in front of us when we are standing still, just as we are when we are moving. And I want to get rid of that lag, actually. I'm gonna hate that in the long run. So let's go back to the character blueprint, and as I remember, we have all this stuff inside head rotation. So I guess somewhere here it says we should follow control rotation. Um, it's the end of the, if you remember from the last time, where all the logic happens. It should have meant it said all the magic. I'm gonna make that change. If you're following this tutorial, it's very important that you change this also. So anyway, if we are standing still, then adjust the body rotation to head. So what we also want to do is to say if we are if we are having a weapon equipped, then we also want to follow the rotation of the control. Okay, so let's see. We want to add something. We want to make a little bit more space because we want to add something in between here. Let's mark this up and this, and drag this one out a little bit, like this. And let's make a function for this, as I usually prefer. So let's call this function weapon equipped, and we could just make the check somewhere, but I kind of like to have things because now it's starting to get, if I need to change some logic at some sort of later time, it's going to be a hell to go through everything. So it's going to be nice to have just one change to make inside a function. So anyway, our weapon, if we have something equipped, it's going to be inside the equipped item. So this one, we are just going to say if, actually right now we can only equip weapons. So I don't care about checking if this is actually, but actually maybe I want to do that. Cast to a weapon. And if it is true, then it will continue to this one. And actually, maybe it's not set at all. So actually, I want to make it an initial check. So make this one is valid. So if this is not set at all, then I'm pretty sure we don't have a weapon equipped. So let's say, okay, we need to return something. We want to return new variable, a variable called weapon equipped, and duplicate this one just because we can. Drag it down here and say, okay, if this is not valid, then we don't have the weapon equipped. We may have something else equipped, but not a weapon. And cast to a weapon. So if this is true, then we do have a weapon. And actually, no, let's just not do more with this. This is going to be okay. And if this cast fails, let's pull this one over here. It's going to be pretty. So like this and like this. That's semi-pretty, I think. Okay, let's save that. And go back into our, not this one, the head rotation, this one. Update head rotation, the one we are calling from outside the tick event. So we want to make that check constantly here, say weapon equipped, question mark, weapon equipped, what? I maybe need to compile. Is it not this one? Oh, maybe I took the one. Okay. Okay, so connect that one up. So we have a variable saying now if this is if we have a weapon equipped, and let's see, we wanna all this stuff is this path up here is the body adjustment, checking if we are passing limits either to the right or to the left. So in which situations do we want to do this? That's what we want to ask ourselves, and we want to do that if we are standing still and if we do not have a gun, something weapon equipped. So let's add an and. That one in and that one in. Okay. And I said not, and I didn't pull it out. Okay, sorry, not. And we do not have a gun. So I need more space. Oh, forgot that one. Okay, no, that's gonna be enough. Plenty of space. Okay, still looking almost okay. Well, that's gonna be okay for now, I think. So let's see. What do we want to do here? We want to check a few things more. We want to move this down a little bit. And add a little check. Because this path is going to be followed if we do have a gun or we're moving. So let's see, if we are if we don't have a gun, then we don't want to follow this one. So we can drag that one down here and say, okay, from the not part, this one. So if we don't have a gun, oh, hang on a sec. Sorry, then this one needs to stay. Okay, so we don't have a gun, then we just want to do what we do now. And if we do have a gun, what do we want to do then? Can't really, well, maybe we just want to do the same. Hang on a sec, sorry. Let's just try with this, okay? Maybe I'm not thinking clear. Let's see. Okay, so if I have a gun now, oh shit, I have this lag now. I don't like this lag. Okay. Actually, when I have a gun, I don't want to use all this stuff. That's what I want to make. Okay. So if I have a gun, then I want to do something else than this. Okay. I need more space. Let's see. Damn it. This is not pretty at all. Just spent so much time making this pretty, and then look here. Shit. Okay, anyway, what we want to do, sorry, I won't waste your precious time looking at me fumbling around with my arrows here, because I can't really decide what to do. So get the control rotation, that is what we want. I want to use raw pitch. Oh, sorry, yaw only. So pull that in. So yeah, that's going to be right, I think. And if not, we'll see in a moment. This is okay. Yeah, this is going to be okay. And this is correct. And this is also still correct. Okay, go. Let's test it out. So it's working here. And now we don't have any drag. And it's also on point now. Okay, and here we can. Okay, so now unfortunately he's just sliding around, just making these turns like he's sliding around. Well, but that's a trade-off. I want to later on. I want to add some turning animation to him. So whenever I turn, I want to pretend I'm turning, and maybe later on when I've gotten better at this, I want to try and play with pure root motion stuff. Anyway, for now it's looking okay, and we can zoom in. And hang on a sec, I need to turn off the gun sound, I believe. M4A what? Inside here? Yes. I have some really loud sound going. Sound multiplier. Let's turn that all the way down. Okay, like this. Yep. So, okay. I'm not hitting anything. There we go. Okay, so this. Okay, so there's a problem with the aiming, I think. And also this is not really an iron sight. Aim is just a zoom I just added. The zoom, by the way, let's quickly take a look at this. I think I'm gonna spend a little time on either trying to make to take a look at iron sighting, maybe how to implement that, and yeah, because I see some problems here. Okay. Anyway, the zooming is done in the event graph. I have a experimental zoom, right button here, pressed, sniper zoom timeline, I called it. I was going to use this for a sniper, but it didn't really turn out well. So right now it's just zoom going from, this is is this a float? It's 0.2 seconds long, and it's going from, what is it going from? 90 FOV. Oh, it's a field of view. 90 to what? Well, 45 over 0.2 seconds. And it just feeds this field of view float value into the first person cam. So if I right click here, nothing happens because it's only affecting the first person camera. Okay, I think I'm gonna play around with this in the next tutorial, because now we have actually a zooming function that is working, and also because I also want to take a look at how we can do something with having the character being in a kind of armed state in a cover mode eventually, because that obviously, as you could see, does not work. So that's another story for something for next time. But anyway, so for now, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.